Hey guys, Greg Denny. We recently celebrated Valentine's Day, and it's such a fantastic time to think about your spouse and about the person you love, maybe your future spouse, if you're dating someone, but just to think about what you value most and what do you love in that person and what they love about you. And boy, it was a great motivation for me to want to be a better husband, right? And to value and appreciate my wife. And I got thinking about this an observation I made over years and years and years, like 21 years of studying personal development, peak performance, of observing happy couples or unhappy couples, of studying thoroughly and deeply about marriage and studying the lives of great men and women. And traveling all over and seeing so many different cultures and different families and couples and just the way things work. And one thing I've observed in marriage, there's something that can just be such a, a weapon of neglect and destruction, something that really hurts marriages. Now, I call it a secret because it seems obvious, but like most of us forget about it, or we don't even know it's there, we don't know about it. And when I say it to you, you're going to be like, yeah, it's common sense, right? But we forget about that. And that's why I think it's a secret, because we don't really know about it openly. We're not real cognizant of it. And what I've observed and what I've seen and what I've even experienced is we get into marriage. And after, that honeymoon phase, we get into life. And it's easy kind of just to slip into this default and move the marriage kind of to the back or lower down the priority list. And what happens is a wife becomes a mother. And she's so focused on being a mother, which is a wonderful thing, but can start neglecting her husband. Because she starts to forget that she's a wife, and a wife first. And a man gets married, and he's the husband, but he's also the provider, and he gets into business and work, and he wants to excel there, and he wants to do it for his wife and for his family, and he wants to work hard, he wants to have business success and career success. But he sometimes forgets that he's a husband first. And we get into service, and we get into these organizations, and we get into these passions and these hobbies, and we get our friendships, and we have all these other things, even social media and internet or learning or whatever it is. Anything that pulls us and starts to consume our time in any way that we start to neglect our most important relationship, which is our marriage. So I want to challenge you to move your marriage back to top position. Be a wife first. Now, I'm not saying neglect your children, but don't neglect your husband. Value and cherish that. And just think about it. Have I been neglectful to my husband, even for the children or even for another good thing? A lot of moms are trying to be moms and have careers. That's double now. And the husband can be easily neglected. For you men, have you neglected your wife? Maybe being a dad or being a provider or getting into your hobbies, your passions. Have you been neglecting your wife? Let's share the secret. Let's get it out there and say, hey, let's move marriage back to top position. They're the most important relationship you have, and maybe arguably the only other and more important relationship is your relationship with God. But apart from that, number one relationship is with your spouse, as a husband or wife. Make that your top priority. So if you've neglected your spouse, change that. Now you don't have to neglect your work. You don't have to neglect your friends. You don't have to neglect service or contribution or your children. But let's put our spouse in first place. And let's work on that so we have fantastic marriages. And then with that marriage, just awesome, then we're better parents and better workers and better contributing to society and making a difference in the world. Again, a happy marriage makes a happy life, and an unhappy marriage makes a miserable life. So focus on your marriage, make it your number one relationship, and reach upward.